problem is, though we on your panel and you want things to be spoken in the order or by the means of how you want them to be spoken, you asked for a particular scripture. I said I know it by heart, and when I said it, you told me to go further. I had that memorized and I said it, but you didn't want that. You wanted something else, which is control. This is the issue. See, when you're the type of teacher, because I was just in there learning, and I also was doing a little bit of teaching, but you wanted to show the integral parts of the Great Mother breaking herself off from Genesis 1 through 2. I gave you that. Then you asked 1 through 4. Then the brother said, yo, I'll do it. Then he wanted to read. Then he didn't say anything. But then you want to kick everybody off your panel because of what this guy did. You didn't accept that which you asked for the first time. The second time, someone else intervened and said, well, I'll do it. I said, hey, I'm going to mute. You go ahead. This is the issue with black people, is you think that you control. It reminds you think you control shit, but yet have gained the actual understanding of what true power really is. And it ain't money. It is when the Great Mother and the Great Father has climbed down in your vessel because you have ascended high enough. They have descended. Now we can come meet you. It takes years to even truly find out whether the Creator actually exists in living in a world of indoctrination and brainwashing if you have not been trained up in the way that you should go, and your parents has not spared you the rod not, which is the knowledge. Let me tell you, watch my foresight. When I seen I was forced to follow you, I knew I was going to have an issue because the way you have it set up to force to follow. I follow to lead and I lead to follow. My whole entire nature, from my inner to my outer reality, is cyclical. It must mirror each other. This is why the government fucking follows me. Because there is one in the earth that is mightier than you can fucking ever imagine. And if you imagine, shouldn't you be doing the work to get to where I am before I am? I say, this is why you lack love. That is the Great Mother. Don't forget about the Great Father. Do you understand the mysteries of that which sits within her womb? At her core. Do you know the mysteries? I do. Because I've been learning from the Great Mother and the Great Father. As you know, in the Kabbalah and the law of gender, there is nothing that does not reflect who and what they are, which is the all in all. This is why we don't vibe. We source energy. You gotta tap in. If we allow you. So when we sleep, this is when people try to tap in the most and want to appear and show up in your dreams because they know in real life and actual reality you don't fuck with them or their kind. This is how I be trapping motherfuckers in the black hole. I don't be playing no games. You'll fuck around and be floating in the astral realm inside the womb of Newt until you get a goddamn another vessel. Type shit. Because you're so wicked and evil, you're not here for the greater good. The only way to get here is when you see bugs and shit and people, and you look at them the same. Whether you got the power to crush, take their life or not, you're going to say, I'm a spirit. Because you're realizing that moment of how much power that you have influenced by your inner decisions until they become an outer deed. Then you'll say, okay, yeah, I made it. But then you still have to go through even more of that because now when you ascend that high, you have ascended that low. You're a beautiful black body. The holy black body is a perfect absorber of light and darkness. electromagnetic, magno-electric. It's the two who are the one, which is also the great mother and the great father. If they come down and they need a temple to walk in, can't they walk through your temple? Is it clean, or is it demons and everything walking through there? Because once they come, every demon inside that temple has to get the fuck on. But are you in love with these demons, these devils, these jinns, these evil entities that weren't even in existence until someone sat around in the seance or just thought evil or had forgotten their power and sat there and conjured up all of this badass energy? Now they don't want to go inside the basement because what they have been conjuring, they done projected that shit into the basement, and now they like, don't turn the light off until I get upstairs. You damn near about to whoop somebody's ass by the time you get to the top of them stairs. Why the fuck did you turn the goddamn light off? I told you I wasn't ready yet. Oh shit. This is why we as a people, this is why you're able to become divide and rule policies walking the goddamn earth. You don't know what love is. Love is action. Love is something you have to do, even when you don't want to do it. The whole order of operation of existence is made up of love. Love gave birth to truth. None of it, all of this shit is truth, is what you see, but you'll say it's an illusion. No, it's not. All of this shit is a reflection of that is being projected from the spiritual world. This is how we know that in the spiritual realm there are objects, but over there everything knows that is in one, it is in unison. There's a unity there. There's a set apart communion happening. And over here is where you come to gather more of the knowledge of self, the physicals, the tangibles. That's what this is. All this is solar. You understand? Remove the ego. You're etching God out. You're etching the goddess out, which is you. You're etching yourself out. The divine feminine energy is a subtle energy. It just sits and it chills and it absorbs. Black. And is projecting, which gave birth to all the other colors. But, like I just said, that energy is mama and papa. It's divine feminine, divine masculine. Once it stops chilling and say, let me go on over here, it has become divine masculine energy now. Once it settles, because you gotta do both, serotonin and melatonin, then it's back into mama. You get up, you take another step, it's papa. Every time you pause, every time you breathe in, that's mama. You breathe out, that's papa. Every time you pray, that's papa. Every time you meditate, that's mama. No matter what you do, you're going to see the two who are the one. You are lacking love. This is why the actions that you take are done out of order. You create chaos because you want order, but instead you will not display the order that you seek. What does it say up there? Be the change you want to. Yeah, be the change that you want to see. It's dark in here, I can't see, but it's up there. That picture right there, see that? Right here? That's what that say. Love, Levi, Aten. It's the love serpent. This is why in the Bible they wanted to put the love under their feet and show none. Your heel shall bruise the head. The head is talking about stepping on the great mother. This is when Jesus says, you know what? Now, it was okay for them to create this nigga and shit like that, but and transform the energy. Everybody gets their light under the sun, right? Everybody gets to eat, B, right? The sun rises on the east and it sets in the west. The great mother and the father, Papa in the east, right? Mama over here in the west, settling in the darkness, the deep abyss. But this is Christ. See what I'm saying? Christ was like, I'm going to walk all over these primordial waters. That's what happened. Straight. You have no clue what you. I'm not gonna say that. because you also